Hello and welcome to another episode of Bolts and Boost, everybody. I apologize if this is like really loud. I just got these mics and I don't know how they portray onto the video just yet. But I wanted to do a quick short and sweet video on the ST that we got here. I'm on the pages, the ST pages, and a lot of times it is brought up this versus an SRT Durango. And as you guys are aware, we came from an SRT Durango and we've owned it about the same kilometers as this thing has. So it's actually a really good comparison. I will tell you without a doubt, a shadow of a doubt, my wife agrees, but the price of this thing is better. So the SRT is a much better vehicle. Sorry, everybody who posts on the ST pages and who thinks their ST is a supercar Ferrari. I do apologize. I'm not taking anything away from the ST. It certainly has its place. It is very quick for what it is. But there's guys out there who treat this thing and kind of hold it on a pedestal where it shouldn't be, if that makes sense. I don't want to talk all that much because I want to get into the 5 things that I hate about this thing. Some of them may overlap, and that's okay. But it's the 5 things that really stick out to my wife and I. Now, again, I'm going to tell you the SRT Durango is a better vehicle all around compared to this. Can this thing be faster with a tune and some bolt-ons? Sure. I don't care. From factory, the SRT is a much faster, more torqueier, better sounding SUV, and it is higher quality. Sorry, guys. But let's jump into this thing. All right. So without going into separate items, because again, this could fill up really fast, especially with what I'm going to go into. The first thing we realized as soon as we bought this thing, we got it for a good price. We got this thing for a really good price. It had 50,000 kilometers on it. And when we got home with it, we were in need of a decent vehicle for a decent price. And we don't regret buying this, I'll put it that way. But when we got home, we sure noticed lack of quality. And I'm going to show you. So right away, I'm a car guy, right? Like I've had lots of performance cars, and we usually have performance vehicles. So quality, I can tell if a vehicle has quality. So this right here, I've replaced already. This door frame seal. It was splitting right here. Actually, the one on the rear is splitting. Again, guys, this has 50,000 kilometers on it. All of the doors are actually doing this. The driver's side was just loose and hanging down like this one almost is. So I replaced this already. And obviously it's not covered under warranty because warranty right now on this thing is drivetrain only. So we have the seal and then the kick panels down here. So I bought these brand new. And these suckers are $600 for both sides. I'm OCD, meticulous guy. So these were all scratched up. You couldn't even really see Ford Performance, and the old ones are up there. I found a good deal, local classifieds, $200 for both. I purchased them. So these got replaced right away. This got replaced right away. And then every time we would open the door, you could hear, like, just from, I'm not even kidding, like, look at, like, listen to that, just from moving the door. Like, that's absolutely insane to me. The SRT never made any of those noises. SRT also didn't have a seal that needed replaced at 50K. Kick panels, I'll just, whatever. Go to the steering wheel. Like, look at this. This is the quality that, you know, I'm a Ford guy, guys, too, by the way. I'm a Ford guy. I have my F-150 outside, and I've had 2 brand new F-150s, a brand new Mustang. I'm a Ford guy. But like, look at the quality, lack thereof. That's bubbling. It's not even nails or anything. It's actually bubbling off this button. Like, it's just absolutely crazy that here in Canada, was 75,000 bucks this thing was new, and you're dealing with like, it's just crazy to me. Cheap plastic, you know. Just comparing to our SRT, again, it was a much better quality leather, and it was leather throughout the whole door. I don't recall there being plastic here. And again, you guys are like, why'd you get rid of the SRT? Well, the SRT was a high dollar figure SUV that we decided to get rid of because we have 2 kids now, and it was actually sitting in the garage more than getting driven. So that's why we got rid of it, to free up some capital and buy this thing, which again, I'm telling you, we don't regret it, but this is for your guys' information purposes. So quality on the ST is much, what's the word I'm looking for? It's subpar compared to the SRT. It just is. At least this one is. If you guys have one and it's in better shape, then good for you, I guess. I'm happy for you. But this one is just isn't. So number one qualm we have with this thing is lack of quality. All right, so number 2 on the list. I just want to say that it's not a huge deal to me, but my wife really doesn't like it. It's not ideal for me, but as you guys can see, the screen is a lot better when it sits horizontal versus vertical. I think you just get more out of it when it sits horizontal. This really bugs my wife. It doesn't bug me that much. I mean, yes, I would prefer a horizontal screen, but they put a vertical screen in here, and it does get a lot of riffraff with reviewers, and I definitely see why it does. So yeah, number 2 is the vertical screen, which I guess you probably guys have already guessed that this was going to come up on this video because it gets brought up everywhere. So on to the next. All right, so number 3 on the list is the fuel mileage for this thing. So the gas mileage that we have got in this thing since we've purchased it, it's been, I don't know, let's call it 4 months. We've driven it quite a bit. We haven't taken it on any road trips yet, but we do drive on the highway between towns and a little bit to the certain town that we go shopping at and we frequent. We have been averaging 13.1 liters per 100 kilometers. I will put this on the screen for you, what it is in miles per gallon for all you US folks, but it's not that great. My full-size F-150 outside is getting 11.1 average. It is the 2.7 TT, which is a very similar engine to the 3-liter twin turbo in this thing. Funny story though, the in-laws were in this thing for the first time not too long ago, and the very first thing that my father-in-law said, he looked over, he's like, whoa, this thing's getting 13.1 liters per 100, and we're like, yeah, we know. He has a Tremor, which is lifted with big tires, and it's getting better gas mileage than this thing. So again, to compare it to the SRT was averaging about 22 miles per gallon overall. On the highway, we were seeing as high as 26, 27 miles per gallon. So yeah, the fuel mileage on this thing is absolutely abysmal compared to what you expect out of an EcoBoost, in my opinion, because my EcoBoost truck is getting 11.1. So yeah, it's just another kind of scratch your head at issue. All right, number 4, I'm going to show you guys. So number 4 is this. So here's the camera. Over here. I don't know if it'll pick it up because we're not in a parking spot, but this camera shows true. This camera shows not true. Now, what I mean by that is when we're in a parking stall backing up, this one you can see the yellow line as you back up to it. And let's just say that you see the yellow line where my garage line is that meets my driveway. This camera will show that you're like way past that line. This thing does have a rear camera recall out. I have no idea if it's to fix this issue or not. So this one might not become a problem. All right, so number 5, just kind of lump some stuff into one kind of category here, but like this is a very noisy engine, and I can say it's noisy because again, I have a 2.7 TT out there. My truck is 190,000 kilometers, and that thing is whisper quiet compared to this tractor. When we start this up in the morning, when we first got it, we were actually worried that the engine was making bad noises. Apparently it's not. That's just the noises they make. I realize this has a high pressure fuel system, and I'm not talking about the high pressure fuel system. It sounds like a tractor. There's just a whole bunch of noise that is amplified, and it makes you think something's potentially wrong with it. This thing had the maintenance package on it since brand new, and we have records that it was taken care of as such from brand new. So don't say, oh, it's just no one changed it. No, it did. People changed the oil. People took care of this, and that's the only reason why I bought this thing. It is a noisy engine. The other day, these are all common things too, again. So if you're looking at buying one of these, just keep all of this stuff in mind. The downpipes for the turbos rattle, and they actually crack at the joint section. So I'm starting to hear a rattle down there, and I'm like, I wonder if that's the downpipes or maybe a heat shield. I don't know, but we're going to take it into Ford soon. So the engine is loud. Like I said, it sounds like a tractor, and it's something my wife has brought up too. She's like, yeah, I noticed that it's really loud myself. And, especially right when you start it, and we let our vehicles warm up. But right when you start it, you let it warm up for, let's just say 5 minutes, even in warm weather, and you take off, you can still hear that. It's almost like bottom end knock, but it's not. Or it literally sounds like a tractor. Paired with the new rattle that's down there near the downpipes, paired with the rear diff issues that people are finding. Thankfully, this thing has both rear diff mounts from factory. A lot of them come with just one bolt in the mount, so be aware of that. And then there's aftermarket pieces you can put on to save your diff. But I just saw a post that someone posted that their diff was making a noise. They changed the fluid and put the diff mounts on, and it got louder. It ended up being the diff. So just make a long story short. So number 5 is just like, again, quality, but also like a different side of the quality. It's the drivability and the driving sounds that this thing make. Again, I'm not trying to discount or discredit this vehicle. I think it does have a lot going for it in other areas. It's a twin turbo V6, lots of support out for this thing. It is fast, and I'm sure that if we did go on the highway with this thing, which I'm going to try to do, just like a highway trip, and see what I get for fuel mileage, I'm hoping at least it comes back a lot better than our highway/city jaunts that we do now. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Aside from that, it's pretty good. The paint is very thin. Fords in general, in my opinion, have really bad paint. This is no exception. I've had to fill in a lot, so be aware of that as well. I think that's pretty much everything that we do not like about it. So just keep in mind, guys, this is a critical video, right? Like, I'm critiquing this thing. And I stand by what I said about the SRT is a better vehicle than this. It just is. I've owned both of them. My wife agrees, but my wife really likes the price of this thing versus the SRT. So take that however you want it. SRT is more of an expensive vehicle, yes, but it is a better vehicle. It is what it is. But I don't mean to hurt anyone's feelings. I know these vehicles have a huge cult following. Like I said, they do deserve praise where credit is due. But this is our experience. So, please just keep that in mind. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Check out other videos on the channel. And stay tuned for what's to come. There's a car coming from Japan. So if you're not already, check that out on the channel. And it should be here hopefully in a couple months. So you guys have a great week ahead. All right. Peace.